Hi, so I'm Coralie Feniello. I'm the producer of Littlenightmares 3, working for Bandai Namco.
Hello guys, Gamescom time. So let's start with the questions. The first question is, we already saw a pre-alpha last year. How is the game shaping up? Because you showed a little glimpse on something new at the opening night live, but can you give us any details? How's the development going? Yeah.
So I cannot enter too much into details, but so we are releasing in 2025, and we are already working hard in order to make the best game as possible. Like, the quality of the game is really important for us, and that's what we are working on right now.
Okay. Are there any new biomes or something you can talk about already, or?
So last year we have focused on Necropolis, which is now a playable demo on the consumer booth at the Gamescom. And so we also have all the chapters, all the locations. I cannot enter into details on that because, like, we don't want to spoil the players. But so you have seen the Candy Factory as well as another chapter, and it's one of them and one of the surprises we are waiting for the fans.
Do you already got everything finalized in terms of co-op and using the weapons and tools, or are you still figuring out new features for the game? Or
so I think now that's pretty much settled. It was really important for us to nail that since the beginning of the development, because it's something that you need to have structured from the beginning, and to make sure that it will be working all along, and you will build up on that and create cool puzzles thanks to the mechanic that you have to create at the beginning. So
a lot of fans are really into the old games and the old studio, how they did stuff. So can you give us details? How did you transition to this new project? Did you talk to them, or did you work closely with them when you developed the game, or did the first concept?
So about Torture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was working as well on Little Nightmares 2 as associate producer back then. So I've been working with them on LN2, and I really wanted, like, with the team, and we are several people that have been working with Torture before, and we really wanted to keep the DNA of what makes Little Nightmares. So they have not contributed to this game, but it's something really important for us at Bandai Namco. And in the team we have several people that have also worked on Little Nightmares 1, Little Nightmares 2, and making sure that we are keeping that DNA and making sure we are being faithful to the franchise.
Are there any elements from other games you worked on as studio that you try to implement into the new game, or is it just sticking to the roots? Or
so I think now that we are working with Supermassive Games, it's really nice for us because they have been working on multiplayer games before. So on the online co-op aspect of the game, they are really nailing that, and it's also something where they are really good at that. So that was something they could bring to the game, and also on the design aspect as well. But else, I think it's more of a teamwork, and like everyone from the team is bringing their ideas and their feedback, their background with them, creating the game.
When you work on new biomes, where do you draw inspiration from? Any concepts or any sources you can already name? Or
so I cannot really name things. It's like, as I said, it's more something like or a teamwork. Like, everyone is working together, bringing their references, and that's super important. And of course, we are replaying and watching a lot the two previous games, and making sure we are keeping faithful to that as well.
Can you already say how long the game's gonna be, or?
So I cannot give you an exact time frame right now. I'm sorry.
Okay. Any features you can already talk about that we didn't see, or?
So I don't want to spoil new chapters and stuff like that. I think like what we are doing is build up on the features that we are introducing since the beginning of the game. So since the Necropolis, we are introducing bow and arrow and range. You also have different items that you will find along the game. So in Necropolis, you will find the umbrella that are used to use the gusting winds of the chapter and going up or going down. And we have several moments like that in the game with other chapters, for example.
Was the game already from the start set out to be co-op, or?
Yes, it was. The co-op was one of the, it was the main requested feature from our fan and from our community. So it was super important for us to bring that to them. So we have think the game since the beginning with the co-op and the single player. And we really want both of them to be really balanced, so you can experience the game and have fun in both versions.
Okay. Maybe this final question: when you think of all the new features and biomes and stuff like that, what would you say is the one thing that you're really proud of already, or that you can talk about? Or?
So I'm not sure it's on the biome. For me, it's more the relationship between Low and Alone, and I think we are working hard toward that, having animations, cute animations with them, working together, caring for each other, and that's super important because Little Nightmares is a world that is really dark, and Low and Alone are kind of a glimpse of hope inside that world. So it's really important to have that balancing with the horror aspect.
Okay, thanks. It was great.
Thank you.